They've played at Atalanta and they beat them 2-1.
Goat.
Late goal.
The GOAT.
The GOAT, he says.
GOAT.
The GOAT, he says.
Who's the GOAT, though?
Put some respect on
Neymar.
name.
I think I'm gonna put this out there. Neymar's better than Ronaldinho still for me.
Whoa.
For me.
Whoa.
Welcome back to the Talking Tactics Show. I'm your host as always, Jay. Some know me as Mr. Suave. Some know me as Birmingham's answer to RLC. That's really off this cheap. Nah, I'm joking, but I'm joined with my usual suspects today.
Yes, people, it's your boy JB, the most humblest Man United fan.
JD 19, Mr. Arsenal. You already know.
Wife 17, the loyalist Chelsea fan from Brom. Even though I'm wearing a PSG top at the moment, fashion purposes only.
Glory Hunter.
It's been an interesting week. This past week, we've had a lot of European action. I mean, where do I start? I know where I want to start. Lyon, Man City. Lyon beat them 3-1. If you've seen the game, I mean, I don't even want to speak, but there was certain player that missed a certain chance. But on the whole, what did you think about the game, though? What did you think about the game in general? Do you think Lyon deserved it?
Yeah, they deserved it. They definitely deserved it. To see my point, everyone wants to get on Guardiola, which rightly so, innit? His lineup was a bit suspect. But I think if you watch the previous matches against Lyon, they got outplayed a lot. So he did have that in his mind. As well,
Shook.
even like when we played him in the semi-final, Arsenal, when they played him in the semi-final, all it took was one ball over the top. So I think he was trying to compensate for that, innit? And then they still ended up conceding from that. So that defence there, it's just, wow. How much they spent?
700 million.
400 million over 3-4
And
seasons.
it's
For fullbacks.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's not a joke, bro. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that Lyon did deserve to win. I think Pep got his tactics all wrong yesterday. I feel like he shouldn't have matched up against Lyon. Should have went with what he normally plays, the 4-3-3. Because obviously they've got the better players on paper, and we know they've got the better players. So I'm thinking they would have been more worried about Man City's usual system as opposed to matching up against Lyon yesterday. So I think that's where he went wrong, really. I think you should have played the creative players like D Silva, Bernardo Silva, Foden should have got probably a nod as well.
I think he definitely could have come on. He could have come on off the bench.
One sub.
He's lost it.
I think Mahrez and Silva come on.
Two subs.
He's lost it.
Late though. Silva's come on last 4 minutes.
Speaking on that game, though, looked at Man City, but Lyon, I mean, I've got a player that I can see some potential there. Hassim Aouar. I mean, he
Get him to the Emirates, man. Get him to the Emirates. Man.
Excellence and exuberance. He's got like a certain calmness on the pitch.
He reminds me of a young Kovacic, though.
Yeah.
Kovacic.
Kovacic, bro.
Kovacic.
Nah,
Yeah.
I think he can make his own lane. With what I saw last night, I think...
This playing style is similar?
Yeah, they've got. I think his ceiling's probably a bit like higher than Kovacic.
Yeah. I'm just talking about playing style.
Yeah, I hear you.
Look at Iniesta in it.
He's a very good player. He's got engine as well. Still.
He's versatile as well. Apparently, he can play in a number of positions.
See, for me, it's at 21 and he's got that ball control.
Yeah.
Ball control is a joke, so. Wow.
Sick.
Ball control is a joke. I think he ended up Barca, Juve.
Barca need him.
It's silly, this guy.
Especially after signing Arthur.
Barca need a lot of things right now.
So what we saying about Raheem, man? Yo.
Don't go on to him, please.
Nah, keep hearing his world-class shouts. Do
You know what?
You can't miss them chances there.
It happens in football,
It
man.
happens.
in football,
It's a
man.
quarter-final. You're
Come on,
2-1
man.
down.
No, but
You squared it to you.
don't take away from... Raheem's had a great season and he's not...
Forget this. I'm talking about that game, innit? You're world-class,
Happens,
innit?
fam. You see that
No,
goal game?
Wait, is he world class though?
Not yet.
You're saying not yet, but
Wait,
at
not
the end of the day,
yet.
the man is at a stage of his career where he's about 26, 27 now.
Nah, he's not that old.
I think he's 26 now.
25? 25?
Yeah,
Not yet.
it's
25. I think
He's got the potential to be... I don't like Amanda saying, because he missed that chance, he's not world-class, this and that.
You know what it is? It's the thing, the whole Sterling world class thing is a grey area, really, because you got people that think he's world class, people that don't think he's world class, innit? So
Sorry, yeah, it's 25.
I think that yesterday, yeah, when your team needs you, innit, when it really matters, yeah.
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with wife, because I think that was his biggest chance of his club career, and he's missed it. I think the top players in European football, when it comes to
Aguero's
their
not
biggest
missing
chances, they score.
True,
You might take it away
And that
from-
is what takes you to that world-class
If it
bracket.
wasn't for him, then De Bruyne wouldn't have scored. He got an assist in the game.
I understand.
He
I
had a
do
good
think last
game.
night
He
he had a
actually
very
had
good
good- he
performance.
had
He
good
did.
games.
He
He
did.
had
But
good-
the question was world class. And to get into that bracket of world class, them chances you have to score.
Did he have a good
We
game
need
though?
you to be
I think
clutch.
he had a good
Who's
game.
that
have to
there
be
right back
ev-
with the dreads?
Cornet.
I'm seeing he's just letting Sterling have the ball. I'm saying Sterling, take him on, do something.
Oh, deny it. I
He's
think.
just he's
For
not
the first-
beating him though.
For the first half, though, Man City weren't coming with much.
Yeah, I think it was a system failure still. Pep did get it wrong, man.
And just a quick comment on, we've been calling it the Farmers League. I mean, we've seen League One.
Uber
The
Eats
last
League.
time Lyon won the League One was in 07-08, and they beat last year's Premier League champions. Is it still a Farmers League? Yes or no?
Very good league. Look where all the big clubs get their talent from.
For me,
France.
talent-wise, they've got a lot of good players in it, but the standard of like the bottom teams and all that, they don't play good football still.
Do you not think they play better football than, let's say, a low Prem team like a
Yeah,
Burnley or
I think
a-
Premier League fans are just snubs because you see the Premier League.
Why? Why are they
You
snubs?
see the Premier League, right? You get the press and all that thing. You don't really get space, all of that. But the quality of football and defending at times is just like.
Well,
Can be
is that-
questionable.
Is that
Can be
because
sometimes.
that's what you watch mainly though?
What do you mean?
You watch, obviously you watch more Prem games than you do French league games. So is that because of that reason, or are you just saying it like?
Nah, I'm just saying like I just don't think the Premier League's as good as people make out. It's entertaining, yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
we've
agree.
got 6 top clubs where other leagues ain't got that. That's probably one of the reasons why we've got that
Yeah.
snobby attitude.
Speaking on entertainment, Bayern, Barca, 8-2.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, you hate to see it, as I say. You
I
hate
was
to see
going
it.
to talk about Alphonso Davies still.
I mean,
Yo,
I want to, before we do that, talk about Bayern. They've had 39 goals in 9 games in the Champions League. Average over 3 goals a game. They're just goals galore, Bayern.
they're at Audi, man.
They
Look
are
at Audi,
they
bro.
are
You
at
know
Audi,
what
man,
I'm
but
saying?
Audi though.
Big Lewandowski.
But Audi. RS4.
Alright.
I said that yeah, quick.
Yeah, quick. That
But I'm
makes sense.
saying-
Makes sense.
I think it was just for me anyway. Obviously, I'm a Messi guy, so not as in Messi, but I'm a Messi guy. But I just
Messi
think that it was horrible to watch in it.
Hard, man.
That was like you seen some of the best players over Europe in the last 10 years just capitulate in it.
He sent the first
My goal
time.
wouldn't do that still.
Huh?
CR7.
Who's your goal? Oh, I don't.
CR7
CR7
got
is
locked out to Neon, bro.
No, but-
Got locked out to Ajax, yeah.
But
Ajax, yeah,
how
before.
did he go out still?
What, he scored 2 goals?
Scored 2 goals, fam.
Fair enough, scored 2 goals. But he's still getting knocked out, bro.
Messi,
No,
for me,
allow it.
obviously, I'm not discrediting Messi. I'm just saying he didn't. His body
Nah,
language.
you're
fam.
right.
His body language, everything was
Yeah.
just like.
I don't think he's a leader still.
That's what I've always said this. I think,
But why? What is it about him that doesn't make him a leader? I mean, if you look at his goal scoring record,
That's not.
You
You've
can
got
say
it or
that
you
that
ain't,
can-
innit? It's within you.
I feel like you look at it like this, innit? Like competitive spirit, innit?
Yeah.
Like there's certain man that are gonna just boost man around and say, "Yo, Messi's not that guy, innit? Ronaldo is, innit?" So I think Ronaldo's a better competitor, but I don't think he's a better player.
Player. Nah,
Me.
no.
I mean,
But
yeah.
he's
I think
close
the same
though.
bracket.
He's close. It's not far. It's close, innit? But,
I mean, Lewandowski though, he's got 50 goals. That was his 50th goal that he scored this season. Has he been cheated out of a Ballon d'Or with COVID as well?
What's going on with that? I don't understand.
I
Still.
think because of COVID, the French football have basically just stopped it this year. No Ballon d'Or.
harsh though.
Some corruption going there still.
So does he even Ballon d'Or for you,
Who?
Lewandowski?
My 3 was descent in any order: Lewandowski, Messi, and De Bruyne in it.
It's a good shout.
I'd probably say
De Bruyne has played
Messi's
good.
just had like a
You can't give
not
Messi
not a
Ballon d'Or.
top season, just a normal season. Which is so I would say Lewandowski.
You can't give Messi Ballon d'Or. I'd say probably say Lewandowski as well.
Who's second? I don't. You can't. You got to throw Virgin there still.
Probably Virgil van Dijk.
Throw
Actually,
Virgin
yeah.
there still.
If he's
You
doing
think
it for
it's
the
been as good
Defenders
as-
Union,
Yeah, 100%.
This year as last year.
100%.
Interesting.
He's
So about De Bruyne.
yeah. Nah, Van Dijk over De Bruyne for me.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what is weird because you gotta take it away and you gotta look at it like this. All right, we only think about attacking players, but you actually think about like defenders in it, and he doesn't have a bad game. Van Dijk doesn't have a bad game. There's a few games this season where De Bruyne has actually not been present.
One
In
of the
it.
Emirates though. Yeah.
Apart from the Emirates, but that was nothing anyway. But you know what I'm saying.
it's true. I do think that as well. And I think Muller, he had a great game. I mean, he's 30 years of age.
Veteran.
He's up in like a real veteran. I mean, he's been at Bayern since 2009. Like, he's a good
You
player.
see
for
him. you think he could replicate that elsewhere at a different club?
Yeah, I
was
think
having
it's-
this conversation
you can't,
the other day.
you can't not say that he can just on the basis because he's played for one club. You don't know. I mean, look at what he did against Barcelona. That's the greatest team. They were humiliated and looking hapless. Like look at what he partly did in that team. I think for his age as well. With everybody says once you get that age, you start to.
Would he suit another team though?
I think that system suits him well.
I don't think he would suit another team.
You see, like how Firmino draws defenders out and creates space. He's like kind of the opposite. Like the wingers will draw the defenders and he'll attack that space in the box and it is always around there. But I think like when Bayern had the little blip, when Germany had that little blip and you was giving him the ball and asking him to do things, you ain't gonna get it really.
But do you not think like Dele Alli could replicate
Something like that. I could see him as a similar type of player.
'Cause I feel like you can't really put them in a position. You know what I'm saying?
These players are weird.
The weird players, isn't it? Like, they're
Yeah.
just like just forward / midfield.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. It's a weird position.
But they get in positions that other players don't. Still,
They're getting the numbers.
Exactly.
But and then before we get onto that, I just want to have a quick conversation about Griezmann, man. I mean, I had hopes that he could kind of replicate what he did at Atletico Madrid, but like, I mean, this season he's only got 11 goals, 4 assists in 44 games.
It's kind of been like a little. I think he's had a hard time out there. For me personally, it was the wrong transfer. It's forced.
It's forced.
I think if he was going to bring Griezmann in, you have to get rid of Suarez. I don't think them two in the same team really complement each other well.
I just think he was always going to, he was coming against like Neymar, who was his kind of predecessor in that kind of position out of the three.
Splash the Neymar money.
I mean,
Whilst if you
it's
look at
hard
the
to
team,
compete.
Griezmann's 30, Messi's in his 30s, Busquets
Recruitment's been
30s,
poor.
Suarez 30s, PK's in his 30s, Alba's in his 30s,
Just getting on.
Vidal. There's too many names, man. That team, yeah. Who's got the biggest rebuild out of the elite clubs?
You've got, I mean,
Because you've got them, Barcelona, Madrid. I think Madrid kind of managing kind of well. Then Juventus. I think they need a rebuild.
They need
a massive rebuild. I mean,
Do they?
Strange
Though?
period
They
for
don't- I don't think they need a rebuild.
They do.
reckon?
they do.
Nah,
Look
they
at
don't-
that.
Not as much as
nah,
they
don't
In
do
terms of
rebuilds.
from the manager, like again, fair enough. There's question marks over Pirlo with the experience, but again, like
Deep
they've
their squad.
They've had to go back to square one.
Deep Juventus squad for.
But so a lot of guys, they've got a lot of midfielders, but they've got like a lot of similar midfielders.
Yeah,
innit?
like they just buy all these free agents. Like look at Aaron Ramsey. Why did they really buy him?
I think they bought him just to sell him, really.
I think.
Yeah, just to make money off him.
It's a smart move still.
Nah, but they always buy these midfields. Rabiot.
That's
Me
what I'm
personally, I don't really rate him. So
I think he was.
I think
good
he's a
at
good
Real
player, you know.
PSG.
But I feel like I do hear what you're saying because like he's just there and he's just kind of.
system players.
I think he was good at PSG. But speaking on PSG, they've played at Atalanta and they beat them 2-1.
Goal.
Late goal.
The GOAT.
The goal. He
The
says.
goat.
The goal. He says.
Who's the GOAT though?
Put some respect on Choupo-Moting's
Neymar.
name.
I think I'm gonna put this out there. Neymar's better than Ronaldinho still for me.
Whoa,
me.
whoa!
Forget nostalgia, but
Man said
Forget
Neymar's better than Ronaldinho.
forget nostalgia for a minute. Even look what he's achieved for Brazil at club level. He's
But
surpassed
Ronaldinho
them.
won the World Cup though.
True, but he's the top. He's got second top scorer.
Yeah, but you see,
You can't- I think
that's a brave shout, you know.
Bro,
That's a
it's
very-
not. It's
that's
not.
a
It's
very
not. It's not.
big
It's
shout.
not. It's raw, not still.
Neymar.
It's raw, not still.
You know he's not.
Nostalgia's in your head.
Huh?
Even look at his peak. Like he had a kind of a short, not short, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
Well,
Neymar's been doing this, bro. I think gets a lot of disrespect.
I understand your
I
point.
hear you.
I
I
understand
don't-
your point to this.
I don't like the
You
disrespect.
cannot
It's
compare
Still.
Of course,
the
you can
goal
compare.
of Ronaldinho. I mean, if you look at what he even, fair enough, statistically, you can't. He didn't come with all the goals and assists.
Not even
but
just
he even
stats.
paved the way for even like Messi. Like even if you hear what Messi says about Ronaldinho, I've never really. He's played with both. If you ask Messi who was his goal, so to speak, do you think he's saying Neymar or do you think he's saying Ronaldinho?
So obviously he's
But you know,
older.
this
He's
is-
older, bro.
You are right though. The nostalgia thing though, I think that's a
People-
very
a lot of
important
people
point.
think-
Nostalgia will kind of ruin man's
Yeah,
opinion.
ideology.
innit?
I think they're
You know what I'm
very
saying?
comparable, and I would say Neymar's a better player. But
You
I'd
know-
say
you know what it is, though?
Ronaldinho
Can I-
did.
Let me put something to you
Go
though.
on, go on, go on.
Sorry to cut you. I'm saying you watch the game differently to how you did back then. And if you was a youth watching Ronaldinho, we all was 10 years older than that. You get me?
We didn't analyse
And it is sweet and
everything
that,
that he
da-da-da.
did,
Man,
yeah.
are not deep in like how we deep in it now. So that's where you could come wrong. You get me? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Unless you watch a whole season of Ronaldinho right now, yeah, then you can be like, you know what?
Saying that, I will give Neymar. He completed 16 dribbles in that Champions League record, equaling. And do you know who that was? Like, Messi.
There you go. There you go. He speaks for itself.
I do.
And
I do
disrespect. I can't take it, man.
Too much disrespect on Neymar's name.
I'm seeing
So
Mane
what you saying?
compared to him, Salah compared to him.
For me, it has to go.
Nah, he is.
Ronaldo,
He is,
Messi,
yeah,
Neymar.
I agree. That's the
Now,
list.
what?
Ronaldo
that's
first.
Ronaldo first.
I'm gonna see
Yeah,
us.
man.
Neymar. That's
Yeah,
me. Ronaldo's my goat. So
See
that's,
us.
You got Man United top on.
that's my goat.
Yeah,
innit?
See us.
For me, it's Messi, Neymar, space, Ronaldo.
Uh-huh.
And then go.
Bruh, is that how
Ronaldo
you doing it?
Nah.
He's
Let
clutch.
me bring
He's
it home.
clutch.
Let me bring it home.
Ronaldo's clutch.
Let me go.
But he's lost
look
it.
at you
He's
again,
lost
you know
it
what
past
he's
past
No,
few years,
listen.
bro.
Look, this is how it
Man
goes.
don't want to see us.
Messi, Ronaldo, Gap, Neymar, and then you got the man like the Bruynes and the
Bales
Hazards.
Is
and the-
Mbappe not there? Because he
And
changed
Mbappe's
the
in that-
game. He changed the game.
Mbappe's in that De Bruyne and Hazard is
Mbappe.
Shout out Tuba Motor.
probably a bit higher.
Shoot, you got it. To be fair, I give it to him. From
Man got
Stoke,
Man got a pre-assist and a goal.
from Stoke to the semi-finals, you gotta
Right
give it
still.
to him. You know what I
Right
mean?
still.
First
Cuba
goal since
Moting.
what, January?
Shout out to the geezers. Shout out to the geezers.
And finally, the last game. Who was it that played? Was it Atletico Madrid, Leipzig? I'll be honest, that was the most boring game
Listen,
I've seen.
Yam and green banana at the back.
Who you're talking about?
Yam and green banana at the back, fam.
Boring.
Who you talking
Oh,
about, man?
Upamecano.
Carno, fam.
Yeah,
Yes.
he just signed a new deal, hasn't
Possessed,
he's
fam.
got it.
Possessed, fam.
Possessed. See that performance against Costa, yeah? Costa's no more now still. Don't mention his name.
Listen, you see Atletico.
Don't mention that. Bro, did you see what-
Loyalist Chelsea fan.
did you-
You do
yeah,
like
no. But he's not Chelsea man no more. But I'm saying what Upamecano done to him, yeah, that day, he can't come back from. You can't go on and say that.
That's
Done.
I'm tired of Atletico still. It's like it's underdog thing. You're not underdogs no more. You've got to 5 European finals in the last 10 years, and
How many have they won?
they've signed what's his name, Joe Felix. How much? You've got him playing defensive ball like Simeone, man. It's that ever there to
And
me.
he changed the game when he come on as
It's
well.
done, man.
Is Simeone still regarded as one of the greatest managers at the moment, or no? Do you think he's lost point?
Plateaued, man.
You reckon?
Felix come to a standstill.
team too long.
Do you reckon it's time for him to take a move on?
Time to go, man.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, because he's done a fantastic job just competing, but you're playing Leipzig. Like, no disrespect to Leipzig, but you know what I mean. I'm expecting a better
A
performance.
better performance, yeah.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And don't forget to follow us on the socials too.
Like and subscribe.
Get at us, man. Get at us, man.